Hey guys, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss Black Panther. Came out February 16th, 2018. Written and directed by Ryan Coogler. Starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, the also Michael B. Jordan that he is, Letitia Wright, Martin Freeman, who plays CIA Agent Ross. We have Angela Bassett. We have... Who else? Denai Guerra, Lupita Nyong'o, Dan Kaluuya. I can't say certain last names. I apologize to everyone. 2 hours and 14 minutes long. Has 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. This film is interesting because it's great, but it's long. And certain parts definitely drag. This film is great because it is the first of its kind. It is definitely groundbreaking. Made over $1 billion worldwide, and I completely understand why. First primary all-black cast in a superhero film. With the exception of Martin Freeman, obviously. What was cool about this film is that the production design, the score, the costuming, fantastic. And why I specifically mention them is because all three won Academy Awards. This is the first Marvel film to win Academy Awards. In general. It was also nominated for Best Picture. A lot of work went into this film, and you can tell. The costuming is just superb. The level of detail to accents, to the score being very, very tribal, to having like certain rituals for ancestral rituals being true to form, just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now, the story is very long. We start out with King T'Chaka killing his brother in Oakland, California in '92. We have then flash forwards to a week after Civil War, Captain America Civil War. Shuri, who is T'Challa's sister, references another, broken white boy, because we know that Bucky's actually in Wakanda. And they get him off ice, obviously. And we only know that they get him off ice as because of the post-credit scene. That he comes out of a hut, he sees Shuri, the kids call him the White Wolf, and, Shuri says, come on, Agent Barnes, you have much to learn. Something like that. You have much more to learn. So he's doing well. Bucky's doing well, leading into Infinity War, and that's a good thing, because Bucky's very important. Because he's Bucky. Chadwick did a phenomenal job with T'Challa. Winston Duke did a phenomenal job with M'Baku, and Michael B. Jordan did a phenomenal job with Eric Selvig / Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan, I've been a fan of Mike's since, what was that movie? That Awkward Moment in 2014 with Zac Efron, Michael B. Jordan, and, what's his name? Oh God, I see his face. It's just gone. Out of my mind. I feel like an idiot now. But Mike has been very predominant with film. He's been in Creed 1. He's been in Creed 2. I like that he was in on Ridiculousness on MTV many, many years ago. And he's actually friends with Sterling because they actually lived together in the same house for a long time. It's just cool knowing these little behind-the-scenes things, but Mike did a fantastic job with Killmonger because of just the swag that just oozed off of him throughout the entire portrayal of that character. Phenomenal. And he had this beautiful mindset that why is it that Wakanda is just hiding their technology and not giving it to everybody who needs it, not giving it to the other fellow black folk, men, women, children alike across the world, and they're just saving it for themselves. That's not fair. That's not cool. And he wanted to change it. So when he challenges, T'Challa for the title of king, because technically T'Challa and Eric are cousins, it was an interesting throwdown between cousins. What was interesting, too, is that in real life, Chad and Mike, there's 10 years between them. So you wouldn't really notice that because Chadwick is pretty spry for a 42-year-old, and Mike is pretty spry for a 32-year-old. obviously they were much younger when they filmed this, because this film came out last year, so they filmed that probably 2-3 years ago. But still, like, a lot of talent went into those fight scenes, those that specifically tribal choreographed fight scenes. Very impressive. The makeup was great. The whole heart-shaped herb backstory of the goddess Bast, which is pretty neat as well. It's just a long movie. You have to get in a mindset for this movie. And what's wonderful about Letitia Wright's character of Shuri is that she is the smartest person in the MCU. She outshines Tony, and she outshines Bruce, and she outshines Tom Holland's Peter Parker in tenfold. So it's great introducing all these characters in Infinity War, which we've discussed, and it's going to be fun seeing them all interact with an Endgame, / seeing who actually comes back to life, and, you know, future films moving forward. So this was a great standalone film. It doesn't get lost. It won 3 Academy Awards, which is phenomenal, because the Academy is finally changing into learning how to adapt to pop culture, not just indie films, but pop culture. So this was a great film. Not my favorite, but it's not my favorite because it's really long and some parts really did drag, but everyone did a fantastic job making this film. Fantastic job making this film. What do you guys think of Black Panther? Are you excited for Black Panther 2 whenever they start filming that? They should start filming it soon, to be completely honest. And we shall see. Mucho mahalo, guys.